Hello folks, this is Patrick, Comics and Collectibles, and this is the final video in this Johnny Quest Robot Spy DIY customization project. Okay, I think I got that right. Anyway, this was a short series, maybe 3 videos, I think, possibly 4, don't remember, because I actually started working on this maybe 4 or 5 months ago, finally got around to finishing up, and this is the end result. And where's my pointer? There it is. All right, let's start with the items. I believe I discussed this in the other videos, I'm not sure, but just for shits and giggles, let's talk about the items I used again. These here are skewers. I use, hold on, I'll be right back. This is epoxy clay. I also use a little bit of super glue for the joints and for the top of the eyeball. This came from Michael's. This was some old inventory they were trying to get rid of that was left over from Halloween. It's the eyeball. By the way, if anybody's looking for an eyeball, let me know. We'll work something out. I have maybe 3 or 4 of them that I'll probably never use. The antennas, this is floral wire. Still not sure if I want to keep the antennas. Let me know your opinion. What do you think about those? And they're not really antennas or antennae. Antenna? Whatever. You know what I mean. They're weapons, and they were used to attack the soldiers when this thing went onto the base. But I don't know about that. Anyway, that's floral wire, some more epoxy clay, and that's it, folks. It wasn't a lot to it. Simple project. It was a little hard trying to get everything to look right. And hold on, I want to show you what I mean by that. If I can get it to spin around. I think my batteries are dying. There we go. Now, I have seen models of this robot spy, but they all, hold on, I'll be right back. And they look basically the same. They have the 4 legs, and the 4 legs are evenly spaced and the same size and in the same position. I was trying not to do that, and to bring this back around, that was one of the hard things about this. I studied a lot of videos on the, is it locomotion or motion? Well, I studied videos on the motion of spiders and how they walk. And from what I found out, well, we all know spiders have 8 legs, but just for the sake of keeping it simple, I broke it down to 4 legs, and how can I say this? At certain points during the spider's stride, the 2 of the legs on one side of the body come together. For example, let's say you have this one right here, and let's compare it to the other ones. See how this side of the body, they're far apart? Well, on this other side of the body, the front leg and the rear leg would be at a position like this. They come together, and then it would alternate from one side of the body to the other. Now, I was trying to get this rear leg to be in this position, but while I was applying the clay, I forgot to put it in this position here. So maybe I'll break the leg and try it again, because that's what I really wanted from the beginning. But that was the hardest thing about it. I think it was, let me see. Oh, one thing I need to point out, let's bring him back around. And the joints, I really did not want the joints to stand out like that. I wanted them to look more like the character from the cartoon, but there was no way I could get it to Cut, take two. There was no way I could get the legs to support the weight of the eye without something else up here holding these joints in place. So I had to go with that. All right, let's get this eyeball back over here in the light. I really wanted this to show motion. I know it's static, but I wanted it to show some motion, and the only way to achieve that was with the legs. I'm still kind of satisfied with the way it turned out, but cut, take two. I'm still kind of satisfied with the way it turned out, I think, but I'm going to try to do it again, and I want to do it better. But that's it, folks. That's what it looks like. All right. As always, I want to thank you for watching this video, and thank you for supporting the channel. Bye. And one more thing that I forgot to mention. I was spraying this yesterday. It was kind of cool outside, and I was thinking maybe the cold caused a problem, but I researched it this morning, and there was a YouTuber explaining what happens. And what I'm talking about is, I don't know if you can see it, but right there's some, now I'm blocking my light, but there are some wrinkles. Hold on, I think it's better on the other side. Or in this case, it's worse on the other side. And I'm looking for wrinkles. There they are. Okay, I think they're visible right there. There are some wrinkles in the paint. And the guy on YouTube said that can be caused by mixing, I think he said acrylic and vinyl paint. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what he said. He said also, if you spray the paint on too thick or too heavy, it can cause it. Now, that's probably what caused it for me, because I put one final coat of black on here, black paint, and then I applied maybe 4 or 5 coats of the gloss, the clear gloss, because I wanted this to be really shiny. Plus, I'm conducting experiments with the cheap acrylic paint, gloss paint that is, to see if I can get a really high gloss out of a figure. And the reason for that is because when I start work on this, I'm still debating whether I want to spend the $20 per can to get the, I forget what it's called now, but it's some type of gloss for cars, and it's not cheap. Before I go and spend $20 on a can of paint, I'm trying to see if I can get a really high gloss from just putting a lot of coats of the regular old cheap gloss on a figure. All right, I'll have to do some more experimenting, because that $20 is going to hit me hard just for a can of paint. But it'll be worth it if I can't get a gloss with this regular cheap paint, then I will spend the $20. All right, so thanks again. Bye.